What's up, guys? Welcome back to another day, another vlog, another Everyday Shep. Not every day is going to be perfect. And what I mean by this is directly related to homeschooling. Now, most of everything I've showed is pretty much, the good days, more or less. Unfortunately, like everything else, there are bad days. Now, Brittany, for the most part, because she's only in preschool, loves to do worksheets and loves to just get in and do schoolwork. So she's never usually an issue. But Abe's at that age, first grade, where he's been going the last couple of years. He went to kindergarten full time last year. So when he's in his school environment, when he's at school, he knows that that's what he has to be doing. Home would be his place where he could come and hang out and play. And now that this year we're homeschooling, that place where he could just go and play and hang out is now also going to be his classroom, which, I'd say probably 85-90% of the time it goes, for the most part, pretty decent. But there is that other 10-15% of the time that he just doesn't want to have anything to do with it, which Jenny's already under a lot of stress with having to do this, and she handles it very well, and she's crushing it. But when Abe feels as though he doesn't want to be doing it, it's just a little bit more added stress that Jenny doesn't need. And now basically this is directly related to, basically worksheets, because that's when you're homeschooling, most of it's worksheets and things like that, especially first grade. What Jenny ended up doing was reaching out or did some research on Facebook and found a couple Facebook groups, local Facebook groups for homeschooling, and it ended up being a great resource for different ideas and different ways to present the material. Like today, for instance, they went out for a hike. They went for a hike, and she incorporated a lot of different things, like math and whatever, and did it along the way just to make it a little bit more enjoyable. Also to get out of the house and not be stuck here and having to deal with it. So she's kind of thinking outside the box, just doing different things to be creative. I mean, you've seen some of the stuff she's already done out in the driveway with the letter games and things like that, but it's not easy. It's not easy for sure. Jumping into a homeschooling program when we haven't been doing that. That's just not what we've been doing. And even though she was a teacher prior, I mean she has teaching experience, it's still going to be a challenge. So finding those resources through Facebook or whatever was a pretty big help. Being able to do something a little different so that the kids stay motivated and they stay interested. I highly encourage people to reach out, however means possible, through Facebook, through Instagram, through whatever resource you can come up with. Ask your school district for different resources. But if you are attempting to homeschool, I highly recommend just reaching out to somebody that can help out and you can kind of bounce ideas off of. This has been probably one of the best things, especially over the last couple weeks. For Jenny specifically, just in the last 2 days, her stress level has decreased severely because she felt she was kind of stuck to the worksheets. She felt that was what she had to do, and just having reached out and just getting different ideas through the resources of the Facebook group, it really opened her eyes up to different ways to teach, and I think that's very important, especially if it's going to help her with just the added stress. It's certainly, like I said, in the last couple of days, you could see a big difference. And she just talked about how much better she feels about the whole thing, because she has had her reserves. Like most mothers who start homeschooling, a lot of them feel the same way, or fathers. I shouldn't disclude fathers, because fathers do the same thing. But there's a lot of reservations when you start homeschooling. You're always thinking if it's the right thing to do, and so on and so forth. But having a little bit of support through a Facebook group like this is just, it's been pretty immeasurable as far as getting the resources and even just getting a little bit of mental sanity relief out of it. So anyone out there who is homeschooling and is maybe having some difficulty, definitely please feel free to reach out to us in the comments below, and I'll do the best I can to help you with different resources that we've been using. Or just as simple as going over to Facebook and looking for homeschooling groups, talking with your school district. I'm sure they're more than happy to help. Ours certainly was, and again, it's something you can get through. It's something you can get through, and we'll do whatever we can to help out. So this was a little bit more of an informative vlog. It's easy editing videos to show that everything is perfect, but not everything is perfect. And we have been lucky where the kids are, for the most part, very, very good. And homeschooling hasn't been horrible, but we have had our difficulties. So I wanted just to throw it out there, just again, in case someone out there is homeschooling and is having some difficulties, that we can, they have something to relate to, and hopefully we can provide some kind of resources for them to make it easier. But for now, today, thank you guys for watching. I very much appreciate it. Hit the like button if you like it. Subscribe if you're new here. And again, comment down below if you have any questions. If you need some resources, especially if you're homeschooling. So guys, we'll see you guys tomorrow in the next vlog. Well, tomorrow would technically be Saturday. If today would be Friday, right? Yes. We'll see you at the live stream.